come to New York with me for a whole week. Hello, my name is Kate. I'm the Vice President of the Go Missions Club this year and the Social Media Manager, and I wanted to take you through a whole week of Go Missions specifically to New York. We were able to serve with Emmanuel Lutheran down in Flushing, Queens, which was a huge cultural opportunity. What this trip looked like was Vacation Bible School in the morning, serving for about 3 hours, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. We went over building curriculum for the kiddos, going over our plans, and making sure we had all of the 3 hours of content. Worship, skits of stories found in the Bible, you name it, we made it. I was also making sure to journal and document what we did throughout each day on all the travels to make sure that I had something to look back on because we had some rest and downtime. Well, what do? I'm Pat's PR lady. That is Patricia Fick. She is our advisor for Go Missions, and my role is mainly social media. I take the pictures, I get the videos, I document, I film, I put the digital parts of serving into ministry. I collect the emails of the pastors, I make the Google Drives, I upload all the photos into our internal systems, I run the Instagram, I promote with engagement, and I make sure that we all have those passwords. There's been jokes that I'm the password child of Go Missions, but I love making sure each and every single detail is met. Each mission trip I've gone on is one where I strengthen my skills about what I'm good at and what I'm not. Here's one of Kate's confidential thoughts. I am not good at the standard mission work things that you think of when you go on a mission trip. I have serious health issues that prevent me from hard labor and having enough stamina to get through a regular day, so giant trips like these require intense planning, medication prep, and sometimes I have to say no to participating because I could end up hospitalized. It's frustrating, a huge mental battle, and it makes me feel like such a burden to the teams I go on the trips with. Those self-doubting ideas pop into my head. Do these people think I'm lazy? Do I look like I'm doing enough? Do I look okay? Do they think I'm just here for the travel aspect? Is she actually doing any work? That's when I discovered that my ministry can look different, and that each person has strengths and weaknesses concerning mission work. I might not be able to physically help build and restructure a church anymore, but I can be the digital work of campus ministry. I can connect with people of the other PR teams, exchange notes and resources, get people connected. My minor in my degree is digital humanities with a bachelor's in English, so I'm both words and numbers. You don't have to have a religious education degree to start in ministry. If this does interest you, what does it look like to go on a mission trip with Concordia? This one specifically to New York is a great starter mission trip. If you want to see what city life looks like with a mesh of every single food and culture you could possibly think of, Queens is a wonderful opportunity to test out what mission trips are like before committing to a big one. You don't have to jump overseas and rush into international travel just because you want cultural diversity and exposure. New York is a perfect place to start if you don't have your passport, don't feel comfortable overseas, or don't have the time to commit to long-term trips. Every trip looks different, so my advice would be to nail down all the details that you can. I've been to Hong Kong previously before this, but I'd never done New York subways and transits, so it's always a smart idea to read ahead, ask someone who's been here before, and have those backup plans ready. Are you interested in mission work? I highly recommend starting with a short trip and seeing what your budget is if we're talking numbers. Pat likes to buy flight tickets early and in bulk for groups, so planning as far in advance is recommended for any type of mission trip. The closer you wait for the ticket, the higher the price will be. Asking questions, getting curious about what the pros and cons are, is a smart idea. There's no dumb or silly questions regarding a mission trip because every mission trip is different. It's always better to be overprepared than underprepared, especially if you are entering an area that you are unfamiliar with and don't know the location very well. Once you go into a mission trip, the best thing to expect is for nothing to go according to plan. Having a go-with-the-flow mindset is a good mindset. As a detail-oriented person, this kills me inside, but I have to remember that I am not the one in control. I can plan absolutely every single bus stop spot, which train to get on in the subway, and plan every sentence of the curriculum down to the minute. But that doesn't prevent life from happening. I can't control how many participants we have, how many kids show up to VBS, if someone gets sick, or if we have issues with times and dates. I'd like to mention that I was in the middle of a sentence during this trip, sitting down, not a threat, talking to the group, and a bee shot out of nowhere and stung me in my jugular as I was talking. There is no way I could have prepped or planned for that in my notes. Having faith in the process is also important. Everything feels like it's falling apart sometimes, or like the kids aren't engaged, and it's a hard part of the process. Remembering that sometimes you don't see the fruits of your labor in front of you immediately, and that watering may take time for the flower to grow. Maybe you'll get a buzz from the work you're doing, or you'll feel disappointed in the season. All emotional reactions are valid because mission work is different for each person. If you choose a mission trip this year or plan for the next year, I'm proud of you for taking the next step. Concordia offers yearly trips and the pop-up ones when we get a really good connection. It's been a blessing to be on this team and to spend a wonderful week up in Queens. From now, that's all from me. I hope this trip gave you some insight into the work I do and why I love travel and pictures so very much. Come join me next time. I would love to have you along for the ride.